Warheit. That's Warheit. I'm a private citizen and a member of Mom's Clean Air Force. My family lives across the bay in Berkeley, and last fall we attended a conference up in Sonoma with some family friends. My 12-year-old son had the day off school that Monday, so our friend offered to let him stay an extra day with her. The next morning back home, my husband and I woke up to the news that a series of wildfires were burning in Sonoma, close to where we had left our son with our friend. She texted us to let us know they were okay, but she said that the fires were blocking the route home because Highway 101 was shut down and the fires were everywhere. They would stay put until it was safe to travel. I do communications for organizations working on climate change, so I know that fire season here in the American West is almost 3 months longer now than it was when I was a teenager. I know that if we allow our climate to keep changing, forest fires will continue to get bigger and more intense exponentially during my son's lifetime. But it's one thing to know this intellectually, and it's another thing to have your only son trapped by a climate change-fueled firestorm burning out of control. We spent most of October 9th obsessively checking the CAL FIRE website and Google Maps. Eventually, my friend texted us that she was leaving Sonoma, and then her phone went dead. And by that time, the air in Berkeley, 50 miles away, was thick with smoke from these fires. I told myself to breathe, but under those conditions, breathing wasn't even easy. 2 very long hours later, they arrived at our house safe and sound. I had never been so relieved, and I'd never seen my friend, who was unflappable, so visibly shaken. They had driven right through that fire, burning on both sides of 101. My son described seeing an apartment building engulfed in fire right next to the freeway. My friend said it was the scariest thing she'd ever done. If I'd known how bad it was, she said I never would have driven them through it. The air in Berkeley was choked for the next 2 weeks with the soot and ash of entire neighborhoods burning to the ground. It literally wasn't safe to go outside because the air was so toxic. So many people on the streets wore face masks, it started to seem normal. Well, I refuse to accept a future in which this is the new normal. A future that with rising coastlines, a dwindling water supply, fires raging out of control, and air that isn't breathable, our children deserve a better future than that. I know that if we continue to decarbonize our economy and take climate change seriously, the worst can still be prevented. We owe it to them to try. The Clean Power Plan is the single biggest step our country has taken to cleaning up our emissions and ensuring our children have a different, better future. So do your job, protect our families, our health, our communities, and our environment, and not corporate profits. Do not repeal the Clean Power Plan. Thank you.